Roger, we can see the ridges, and I can see a crater that probably is doublet.
Okay. We'll zoom back in and move on around. I think Kyle's about to finish up his task over there. Negative, I'm still working at 8 o'clock. So, and I just wonder how come McCandless has the audacity to presume that we're wrong about doublet crater. Very presumptuous. Okay, Bruce, I'm coming around one more sector. You should be able, I'm going to move it just a little bit more, you should be able to see the large rock, the 4 or 5 rocks I was talking about in my discussion before we got out of the limb. And now I'll zoom in on those if I may.
Yes, please.
Here we go.
CBS News color coverage of the day's walk on the moon will continue in a moment.
Yep.
And Ed Mitchell on the surface of the moon continues to pan the color television camera around for a look at the surroundings in which the lunar module Antares landed this morning. They're about an hour into their walk the moon. They've got another 3 hours to go. Let's listen in.
Horizon. I'll zoom in out here once more. Let you see it close hand what's out there. Another pile of rocks, more ridges.
You're pointing at the sky.
Okay.
That's better.
Need a gun sight on this thing.
Sure do.
Is that better?
Yeah, the horizon is about 1/4 of the way up.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Al is finished with the documentation, counter 110.
Roger, Al, 110, Indianapolis, Indiana. And Ed, a frame or two ago, it looked like one of those rocks was split right down the middle. Did you notice that, too?
That Indianapolis, Indiana reference here every once in a while is a code reference to one of the magazines of the camera that is marked I, Indianapolis.
It may look like it's from there. We'll go by there later on.
Roger. Let's press on with the TV panorama. We're about 2 minutes behind timeline at this point, Ed. And you're looking at sky again. Bring her down. Okay. Okay, Ed, we're recording all this on videotape so that it only takes a relatively brief period of time looking at the scene, and that we can play it back frame at a time later on. Back to 25.
See, we have lost the color television for a moment from the moon. This was a planned recess in the coverage on of the moon by the color television camera while they rewind the color converter or something like that. Maybe somebody can explain it to me in better phrase later, but that's the way it's passed on to me now. And in 1 minute or so, we'll have the color television back again. Very shortly thereafter, Ed Mitchell will be taking the camera back to the...
Roughly where he is in the monitor and grid coordinates. the top of B and C on the line in between them, it looks like, Bruce.
Roger, is that B2 and 3?
Well, let me see. I can't see that far over to the monitor. Let me take another look.
No, don't worry about it.
I'll look out the window here first.
Okay, we got him now. Roger, Stu, we've got him at the left-hand edge of our picture, about 1/3 of the way down from the top, growing bigger every second.
Okay. Roger.
Pretty good picture of it now.
There he's got him centered up.
That range at this point should be about a quarter of a mile, 1,370 feet or so.
Looks about right.
No sweat. Okay, I believe I'll just have a few pictures of you here. Since the last time I saw you.
Well, they're getting in pretty close now. It's looking great. Well, Stu Rooster said they lost a little weight. They did lose a little bit of weight with that descent stage still on the moon.
The range at this point is less than 1/10 of a mile. The vehicles are closing at about 4 feet per second. The poor quality of the television picture is due to a weak signal strength. The communications engineer here in the control center is looking into it to see what can be done, perhaps on the ground, to improve the signal strength.
Okay.
Not a bad picture, though.
No, let's figure out where that's coming from.
Yeah.
I guess we should give old Tom Stafford a pat in the back for helping us get that one on board. It was a hard fight. It's great detail.
Now, the command module is the platform at this moment. The lunar module is approaching it.
Yes. And once it stops, once the lunar module stops, then it is really the target, and the command module is the working vehicle. There's nothing worse, of course, than having one think the other one's in charge at that point, so that decision was made a long time ago.
Except as
Houston Antares, the station keeping at about 100 feet, closing in a little more for the pictures of the service module and command module.
except for Leo pointed out a while ago.
We've got you on television, and it's looking beautiful.
Al and Mitchell are going to give a 10-second thrust to hold the nose in, be sure that they get a lock.
Yeah, that's right at after contact to make it stiffer, of course.
Right.
Okay, we got you, Stu. Go ahead, turn around. We'll photograph you.
Hey, Stu.
Turn the TV off here.
Stu, looking at the ascent stage of the LEM, it looks like there's something hanging loose from the bottom of it, a piece of wire or insulation or anything. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to wait till we got in a little closer. It's probably part of the separation plane there, I'm sure.
Yeah, we concur on
Turn
that.
the TV off here before I blast it into the sun on this pitch around, Bruce.
Roger.
What that loose stuff is probably the material that is used to cut the stage from the descent stage. It's a squib pyrotechnic device, like a
Stu,
strip
we'd
of
like to confirm that you got the
dynamite, in a sense.